Dah ada teacher.
Ha, ada dah?
Dah.
Okay, bagus. Alright, so okay, today we're trying to cover speed time graph. Last time we did cover about distance time graph. So basically it's just the same thing, but what is the difference is the speed. Okay, at y-axis here. Boleh ya? Okay, so kita tengok the first graph. Saya rasa ni patutnya you tak ada masalah kan untuk plot this graph kan? It's very easy kan? Sebab dia dah beri kamu coordinate dia, points dia, and then you just plot. Okay? So 1A shouldn't be a problem. Okay, you check. So 1B, 3 to 6 you ada 75. So that's why you have a flattened this one straight line lah ataupun zero gradient. So after that from 9 to 12, okay, it going down. So that means the gradient is negative. Okay, and then for C, you ada graph tu, you just sambungkan sajalah titik tu from 15 to 30 minutes. So you punya speed pun menurun from 4 to 2, and then from 30 to 45, you ada maintain dia punya kelajuan, and then after that you increase, okay, your speed from 45 to 60 minutes, from 2 to 8 kilometer per minute. Okay, boleh Okay. Kalau ada masalah cakaplah, nanti kan saya stay kat situ. Alright. Okay, so this one ada tak dalam kamu punya ni, number 2 ni?
Ada.
Find the area under the following graph. Ada tak?
Ada.
Okay. Okay, kenapa kita nak, kenapa this topic dia suruh cari area under the following graph? Siapa boleh jawab?
Sebab
nak cari
nak cari dia
acceleration.
punya
Cari distance.
Okay. Sebab you are looking for the distance. Sebab formula, kalau formula you ada apa? Speed equals to distance over distance over what? Over time kan? Oi, besarnya. Okay. Kalau you ada speed kan, kalau you belajar dulu speed equals to distance over time. Speed multiply by time, betul tak? So distance adalah speed multiply by time. Jadi bila paksi X dengan paksi Y ni, kita cari luas, kita akan dapatlah paksi X X-axis times paksi Y multiply by paksi Y. Okay, that means distance kita dah tahu tadi equals to speed multiply by time kan? Is kan? Time dia adalah paksi X ataupun X-axis. Okay, that's why kita dah harap ni untuk cari dia punya luas lah, tu konsep untuk this graph. Okay, tapi kalau cari laju macam biasa lah tengok Okay, so kita tengok the first one A. So basically you have a trapezium first, and after that you have a rectangular. So you need to find the formula for trapezium. So you're looking for this region first, for A region. And then you add with B region. Okay. Alright. So you akan dapat macam ni lah. Okay. So the first one is A region. Yang ni half times 6 plus 12 times 2, this one. A region Okay, this one 6 times 4 ni B region lah. Boleh Kenapa 6 times 4 kat situ Kenapa 4? Sebab from 2 to 4 dia punya unit ni berapa? 4 lah kan? 4 kan? So 2 times with 4 Okay, boleh So the first one 42 unit square. Okay, so we look at B. So B also you have 2 trapezium. The first trapezium A, the second one is trapezium B lah. Okay, so you akan dapat macam ni. So half times 10 plus 14 times 2. Okay. Sebab 2 ni is the height kat sini. From 0 to 2 is the height here. And then plus for region B. So here is B. You punya B, you ada half. You use the trapezium formula. Times 10 plus 14 times 4. Okay, because you have unit from 2 to 6. Dia punya total unit 4 lah. So the answer is 72 unit square. Okay. Alright, and then C. Okay, C here you have a rectangular and also the trapezium lah. Okay, so you just masukkan saja into the formula. So you akan dapat 320. Boleh eh? And then lastly, okay, this one you ada apa ni? Triangle kan? Triangle and also trapezium eh. So you find the formula for triangle. So half time 10 times 12 lah panjang darab apa tinggi. And then plus trapezium half times A plus B times its height. Okay, boleh eh? So 135 unit square. Okay, I hope you shouldn't have a problem with this one eh. Okay, so number 3. So before that take note eh. The area under the speed time graph is the distance travel. Dia dah bagi tahu lah. Kat situ kamu akan dapat jarak. Okay, so number 3, find the total distance travel for the following speed time graph. Okay, this one sebenarnya sama saja macam yang number 1, betul tak?
Betul.
So sama sajalah. Okay. Kamu boleh check saja jawapan tu betul ke kamu dapat 96 meter.
Betul.
Kalau ada masalah bagi tahu saya. Patutnya ni
Betul.
kamu boleh buat Betul dapat tak 96, 128 km and then lastly 50 km. Okay? Dapat Okay, good. Okay, number 4. Fill in the space below with the description of the motion, tukarlah ni, in the speed time graph below So the first one kita tahulah kalau dia naik je must be positive. Okay, so kalau dia kecerunan, kalau dia naik kita akan ada acceleration And then from A to B you ada uniformly speed. Kecerunan dia sifar. Maksudnya apa maksud uniformly speed? Kalau kamu naik kereta from A to B, dia akan sama saja dia punya speed lah 80 km per hour. Dia takkan ada pecutan kat situ. Okay. Kalau B to C, you ada negative gradient, so you ada deceleration, yang pecutan lah. So let's say if you have from 80 km per hour and then you goes down. The speed slows down, maybe up until 20 or 10 km per hour because we have what? In the highway ataupun in the road, you ada roadblock, betul? Okay, sekarang kan famous roadblock, kenalah yang pecutan, kenalah deceleration kan? Sampai akhirnya you akan dapat 0, you dah stop. Sebab kena tahan dengan abang polis. Okay, itu contoh dia lah. Alright, so number 5. Okay, solve each of the following. Okay, look at the example ni. Okay, number 1, dia kata find the acceleration in the last 6 seconds. So acceleration. Okay, macam mana nak cari acceleration?
Gradient.
Acceleration kita cari dia punya gradient. So kalau kamu tengok sini,
Gradient.
apa ni? In the last 6 seconds, so kita tengok the last 6 seconds from 14 until 20 here. Okay, kita dapat apa kalau gradient dia? Kita carilah dia punya point kan, XY dia. So atas ni, okay, X kita 20, Y kita pun 20 kan. Dekat 14, X kita 40, Y kita pun 40. So you cari gradient, macam mana formula gradient? Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1.
X2 minus X1.
Okay. Tapi kalaulah dia punya graph tu decrease, what should be this one? Dia ada simbol apa negatif kan? Sebab dia decelerate Kita tengok juga graf tu. Okay, and then describe the motion of the bullet for the period of 8 seconds until 40 seconds. Kat sini So 8 until 40 second, you nak describe the motion. You tengoklah kat situ dia flat je, sebab itulah dia kata you ada uniform speed kat situ. At a uniform speed of 14 meter per second. Yeah. And then lastly dia nak find the value of V. What is V? V is the
Velocity.
what is V in this case? Find the value of V. This one kan? V. V ni kat sini lah. So, kalau dalam kes ni dia ada beri kamu nombor 3. Dia ada bagi kamu hint. Dekat soalan dia, the total distance travel by a bullet in the speed is 274 meter. Dia bagi total distance. So you guna formula area under graph. The first one you have a trapezium. Second one you have a rectangular. Third one you have a trapezium. The total area under the graph is 274. And after that you do algebraic method to find the Z. Alright, so we look at A. Find the acceleration in the first 6 hours. So acceleration in the first 6 hours, so maksudnya from 0 until 6. So kamu boleh tengok macam mana kamu find acceleration. We use the same approach. Okay, so 10 minus 0 over 6 minus 0. Is it clear for you? Clear You ambil saja 2 titik, buat gradient dia lah for the first one. And then one, describe the motion of the motorcycle for the period of 6 seconds until 12 seconds. So kita dah tahu tadi dekat dia punya example. This one you ada zero gradient, so that means the speed is uniformly speed. Dia bergerak dengan laju seragam. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, find the value of V using the same approach. You will get V equals to 22. Dapat ke 22 tu?
Dapat.
Saya rasa dapat. Tak ada masalah kan? Kalau ada masalah tu mesti salah kembang. Expand ni salah ke apa, salah kira. Okay. Okay. B pula. The total distance travelled by a car in the speed time graph is 426.5 km. Describe the motion of the car in the last 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours is from 4.5 hour until 6 hour. So what will happen here? Notice that the gradient is negative. So that means what happened here? Apa? Decelerate. Okay? Boleh So dia buat jalan kerja kat situ lah. Dia cari dia punya gerakan tu, kecutan ni kan. So you akan dapat negative 78 km per hour square. So the car decelerate at 78 km per hour within 1.5 hours. That's how you describe. Huraikan you kena describe. Okay. And then find the value of T again by using the area under the graph. So you need to find the value of T by using the formula here. So you will get T equals to 1.5. Okay, no salah ke? Okay, saya rasa this one mungkin kamu ada 2 jalan kerja. Cuba kalau kamu tengok jalan kerja yang pertama ni, dia pakai trapezium. And then plus this one dia pakai apa? Terus pakai triangular kan formula ni. Okay, ataupun you boleh bahagikan, ada 3 bahagian, ada 2 cara lah. So you cari dulu this one, triangle first, triangular plus B, rectangle plus C. Ni pun boleh lah. Kalau you 3 bahagian pun dapat. Kalau you just use trapezium, maksudnya kamu sekalikan this one. Ni semua trapezium satu. One part, one section and then plus second section. Both are correct, Both method are correct. Okay. Okay, number 6. Number 6 ada tak? Ada kan? Okay, solve each of the following. The diagram 1 shows a graph of the speed time graph of a car within T hours. Okay, so this is the graph. State the length of time in hours when the car was moving at uniform speed. Okay, apa jawapan dia? State the length of time in hours.
3.5 hours.
Uniformly speed from 4 till 7.5 kan? So dia length of time. So apa kamu dapat?
3.5.
3.5 hours.
Cek lah yang mana. 3.5 hours. Okay, betul. Okay. Second one, calculate the rate of change of speed. Okay, apa maksud rate of change of speed kat sini? Rate of change of speed. Apa ni? In other words, apa benda sebenarnya rate of change of speed ni? Yes, exactly. Sebenarnya you cari acceleration. Bukan cari speed kan, you cari acceleration. So kita kadar perubahan laju, rate of change of speed in kilometer per hour square of the car in the first 4 seconds. So you tengok dekat first 4 seconds ni, you ada 2 points. The first point you ada 0, 50. Second point you ada 4, 80 kan. And then you use the gradient formula. So that means 80 minus 50 over 4 minus 0. Okay. So you akan dapat 7.5 tu lah. Okay, unit tu jangan lupa pula. Okay, and then lastly calculate the value of T in hours if the whole journey of the car is 600 km. So this one you use the area under graph formula lah. So dapatlah T equals to 9 hours. Okay. Alright, okay, so look at B. Okay, state the uniform speed in meter per second of the object. Sini So kat mana? Ni macam lebih kurang je approach dia kan? Tapi dia nak state the uniform speed in meter. Dia nak apa ni? Ni sebenarnya straightforward. Jawapan dia terus dapat 15 tu lah. 15 kan? Patutnya dapat 15 terus. Okay, 15 tu lah. Okay, calculate the rate of change of speed in meter per second square of the object from 0 to P. So dia nak rate of change of speed. So that means kamu tengok saja titik dia tu. Okay, dia nak daripada 0 to P. Maksudnya keseluruhan lah. Mana P dia Oh tak, sorry. From 0 to P maksudnya from time from 0 to 20 kan. Kat situ saja. So you tengok dua titik points tu, you akan dapat 15 minus 0 over 20 minus 0. Betul lah ni. 3 over 4 meter per second square betul. And then lastly, same approach, find the value of T. Okay. Okay, you akan dapat macam ni lah. T equal to 55 seconds. Okay. Dapat tak 55 seconds?
Dapat.
Dapat kan? Okay. So, okay, this one enrichment exercise. You ada berapa page lagi ni? 1, 2. Berapa lagi ni? Lagi 2 muka surat.